Good afternoon, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I've just been out for a blast on Mediocre, and now I'm going to do the brake pads, front brake pads on the GSX S 1000F. Not that makes any difference. And I'm swapping them for EBC sintered brake pads, and on the back here it does say, that circled bit there, can you see that? Focus or not, perhaps it won't focus. Replace when 2mm of friction material let's try that again. Replace when 2mm of friction material remains on the backing plate. Well, these pads have been at about 2mm for a while now, so I just thought, do you know what, I'll go off of EBC's recommendation. Well, it's not a recommendation. They're telling you, replace them with 2mm left. I just did a wheelie on my little stall. Did a big wheelie like that, and lurched backwards and smashed into the side of the shed. So there's a slight pain in my back. Let's try not to do that again. Okay, so where was I? Yes, EBC are saying replace when 2mm of friction pad remains. They're not saying if you want to, perhaps you should. They're saying replace them. So I'm going to get on and do that, and I will the thing that has sort of stopped me is the fact that your new pads, by the way, I'm sorry if there's any sniffing or anything going on in this video, but I've got the coronavirus, so I'm not 100% today. So new pad has got 4mm. Is that 4? 3.5? 4. We'll go with 4 because it's a nice round figure. 4mm of brake pad. So in reality you're getting 50% wear on that, which I don't know, is that just a money spinner or what? Anyway, I'm going to swap them anyway. And on these Brembos, they are beautiful. There's no pins to pull out, there's no clips to fall out, there's nothing. It's a 12mm socket on these caliper bolts. Just disconnect that ABS sensor. So 2 bolts, what are they, M10s? M10s, 12mm heads, and then just what's it called, pivot it left and right a bit, which will push your pistons back a little bit, and then you'll be able to get to the guts of it all. Now the pistons want to go back a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to get them out. So I'll just get a screwdriver like the animal I am. So we want the pistons back a little bit. There you go. Just enough to pull them out. And there you go. In fact, that looks more than 2mm. So it's still 3mm. Oh dear, what a waste of time. Well, I'm not going to change them then. I'm sure they was down at 2mm, but they're not, they're 3mm. There you go, old versus new. Old versus new, millimetre in it. So I was going to change them, but I won't bother. But if you are going to change them, all you need to do, possibly not with a screwdriver, if you're a bit more professional about it, you probably get a piston spreader and open them up. I've got one somewhere here, but I couldn't be bothered to get it. Open them up and they just fall out. There's a clip in the back there, but yeah, it's 2 bolts. Push the pistons back a bit and your pads fall out. I'm gonna give that a clean then and not change them. What's done my head in is I took the bike in to do a possible part exchange, and one of the reasons they wouldn't give me the money that I wanted for it was the fact that the brake pads were down to 3mm. And I'm going back a few months now. They were down to 3mm, and I thought, oh, that's terrible. And then I bought some new ones, ready to swap them over, and then discovered there's only bloody 4mm on a new one. Yeah, do you know what? Let's go old school. Right. Wants a bit more. Let's go old school. Does seem like you need to get the top edge in first. So it seats in that clip at the top, but there you go. Another cleaned up set of pistons and a caliper ready to go on. And I started torquing up these bolts the other side, and it seems like I don't trust my torque wrench. It felt as though it was going up far too much. They're meant to be 39 Newton meters on each bolt, but it felt as though it was going a lot more than that. And being it's a torque wrench is about this long, schlong, it's quite a bit of leverage and quite easily to double what you're meant to put on there, especially at those low numbers like 40 Newton meters. So I've done it by feel instead, which I'll do this side as well. It's more about me being confident that it's okay. There you go. And a little pinch with a short lever, and that'll do. So again, I've stripped it all down. Well, I've given it a good clean, so got all the crud off We have had some dodgy weather recently, so it's good to clean them up and check the pads, clean out the strips through the middle. I don't know what that's all about. Obviously the EBCs haven't got them. They've got big ones in between the main pads, but none of the grooves through that the Brembos had. Must be additional heat dissipation, something like that, I don't know. Anyway, I cleaned all them out, cleaned the calipers up, reseated them, stuck them back on. There you go. If you're wanting to take your calipers, if you're needing to take your calipers off to change the brake pads, that's how it's done. It's just that I've cleaned mine rather than changing them. Anyway, hope that helped someone, or you found it interesting or entertaining. Let me know in the comments, and subscribe, just for the sheer hell of it. Subscribe. There might be one video I do in the next 800 years that you find interesting, or not, but it's worth taking that chance. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you again. Ta-ra.